Hey guys, Mr. Tuna here. Today I'm going to show you how to stack some sounds on the Roland Jupiter X. And so to get started, we're just going to scroll over to an initialized scene. Maybe we're going to make a sound real quick. We're going to go part, and we're going to bring up the preset list by pressing enter. And I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. And that'll give us an initialized tone. And I'm going to make up a patch real quick, so bear with me here. Actually, that's... So there's part one. But for part two, I'm just going to leave part one alone for a minute. We're just going to solo out part two to find our sound. And that's not it. So I've already got the preset menu brought up here. We're just going to scroll down until we find something worth using. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, so we got part one. Well, let's see how those two sound together. So we're gonna bring them both up. Cool. For part three, I'm thinking we need a bass. So we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're just gonna solo out part three and we'll see what we got. By default, it's gonna load up the JX8P engine, but I'm gonna find us a bass line in category 7, which is synth bass. So we press enter again. That's gonna bring up our preset list, and I'm just gonna pick something at random here. Okay, so that's cool, but what we don't want is all those plucky, hard sounds up in the top end. So instead of using split, because you've got to use 2 patches for split, and we're doing 3, I'm going to bring up the part menu, or the system menu here, and key range settings will let me chop that guy in half. So I'm going to stop the upper key level at C4. Where is it? There we go. So now maybe I'm going to give that a little more juice. Okay, let's see how that all works together. Cutoff, or the whole scope of control here, to manage all of them. Or one of them. Oh, wait for it. I got that screwed up there. We're going to pick all our patches again, and then we're just going to pick one. Or just our bass. Or all three again. That still leaves us with part 4, so let's figure that out. I'm going to solo out part 4, and let's just see what we got there. Get out of the menu. So I kind of really like that sound already, but what I want to do with this sound is bring in an arpeggio. So all we got to do to bring in an arpeggio is turn it on. And now that we've got that going, easy. But what that means is that all of our sounds are going to have an arpeggio. Which is not what I'm looking for. I just want the SH patch that we brought in there, part 4, to be running the arpeggio. So by default, if you hold shift in the part menu, you can activate the ARP switch for any part. And that being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 being your rhythm on and off. All we want is part 4. So now that we have part 4 turned on and all the others turned off, we should be good to go. It's actually pretty cool with the bass line being ARPed up too. So we're going to go back to the ARP switch menu and we're going to turn on the bass one there, and let's see how that worked. We could add some rhythm. So we go over here, kick and a clap, and maybe I gotta turn all 4 parts on. Okay, let's see. Oh, and then we gotta turn the ARP switch on for rhythm, but it is still on, so we're good. Here we go. And that's how you stack some sounds on the Roland Jupiter X.